What's up, y'all? It's Pack. I'm back, and I had a pretty cool idea the other day and thought I would give it a shot. Just get out here, break down a full game for you guys, and try to pass on some knowledge while also presenting you guys a pretty neat game in my opinion. If you guys end up liking this whole experiment, please leave a comment or a like or whatever you think is right, and if you don't like it, send me an essay of 322 words. So yeah, let's hop into it. You know, me and the boys hopped in the hospital expecting a hot drop, getting kills, and absolutely no one went there, so we just had to Jones for the loadout. And, you know, I was feeling saucy this game, decided to go with the high alert car and Glock combo, and it set me up for a wild ride. You guys are going to enjoy what I'm able to do with this bad boy. So hopping up on the top, just starting to look for some kills. We're repositioning ourselves, getting the UAV ready, and starting the day off. And right off the bat, seeing a guy on top of the roof, and he's just sitting there, so as you guys know, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Just took him out, 2 nice shots, and continued looking forth and hit a guy in the UAV. It's always good to get in the habit of whenever you spot someone on the UAV, ping it with a mark, so even if the UAV goes away, you know the general location of these people. And I think it's important to note here that the reason why we start taking these sniper shots on the roof is knowing the fact that we have the cluster strike and the precision. In case we down anybody, it's almost a guaranteed finish off because there's no way the guy's going to be able to crawl away. Let's keep running. So after a pretty nice shot with the car, I'm almost immediately on the micro. My buddies get those cluster strike and that precision called in almost immediately, because if that guy's able to get into that shed, game over. We're not going to be able to get the kill. Luckily, my buddy's able to get a nice strike on it, able to finish off my kill despite me not getting the credit and knock another person. But knowing that these guys aren't going to re-peek us, it's safe to assume that that other guy's going to get picked up. And knowing this fact, we decide to move out and hop on the road to the push. Let's do this.
Heading this way.
So together we formed a plan of action where I would stay on the roof and get covering fire in case they peek roof. But as I'm going up there, my buddies start going in too aggressive and start getting picked off one by one.
Understood.
And to add to the misfortune, the guy we were able to finish off with the airstrike comes in from the gulag, and I miss a pretty crucial shot on him. And after my buddies start going down, I make the executive decision to go in for the push and see if I can do a little ambush tactics on these guys so I can start getting my buddies back. So my buddy starts coming back from the gulag, and we come up with a plan that I'm going to fake a fight here to get them to peek big top so he can finish him off the pistol, so I get to go crazy on the floor like it's my job.
Contact! They've got a visual on you. Your teammate is redeploying. Stand by. Contract failed. You're out of time.
So after transforming the potato aim pack for a while and seeing 2 of my buddies go down the roof, I decided to make another executive decision and go full Leroy Jenkins on these guys with the Glocks. So you guys are about to bear witness to the power of these bad boys in close range, and I think these are definite underdog and very underrated in their ability to take on almost any gun and essentially kill an entire team in one magazine. Key takeaways from that fight is always to remember to reload all your guns before going in on a fight or anything, because right there I was forced to resort to meleeing that guy, and if he would not have started picking up his teammate, I most likely would have died. But if I would have had ammo in my Kar 98, probably would have been able to quickscope him. It's also pretty interesting to note the subtle power of high alert there, because I was able to note that that sniper shot came from my back left, so right on top of TV station, so I was able to hide my character in the hut while plating up to make sure I wasn't caught unaware by those guys again. If you're going to hop on the pistol game, I usually try to swap out the Glocks about halfway through the game, getting towards about 3rd or 4th circle, because then they start to become useless as you're getting more and more medium range fights and you're not really going into houses, but it's all preference. So we pushed TV station and realized that the guys on top moved off, so we pushed loadout and then start hopping in the truck and moving out looking for people. So after having a power at that card reader, we spotted Chopper, and as you guys know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Chris Chelios, Michael Scott. So following those wise words, decided to take a little pokage at the Chopper and just, get a slight hit. But then high alert most likely saves my life from getting domed right there, because I was just standing still taking shots at that helicopter, but gives us the added benefit of knowing where these guys are and start pushing to take this fight almost immediately. So after taking the fight initially, these guys were able to get 2 quick downs and finish them off relative ease, but almost immediately we start spreading out looking for the other 2, because it's always safe to assume that's a total 4-man than just assuming right off the bat it's a 2-man. So I end up making a 1000 IQ play thinking that there's a back entrance from the stadium, and little do I know it's a gate. So coming back around after 2 mates down, know that they're in the stairwell and we got a teammate on the other side and they're focused on him, so I'm able to get the drop on the first guy, finish him off, and pre-fire the second, which just gives me the initial leg up to finish that kill. So after sticking needles in my friends, I realized that I have a recon drone to prevent a further third party. I throw the thing up and just do a 360 of the area, because even if the person has ghosts, it'll show the diamond on their form, so it's almost a guaranteed information gather of where people are. So just give a quick scan and then move forward. So this next encounter, I think, is a great example of why you can't get lost in the sauce, as I call it. As after I get that first nice shot on that guy, I kind of get lost on who I want to shoot. I first look at the left guy, then the middle guy, then the right guy, and it loses me a lot of opportunities to take further shots on these guys. And as you'll see, after not focusing on the first guy I downed, he's able to immediately self-revive, and so I lose the initiative on him and have to refocus on him, and again losing crucial seconds to take further shots at these guys as they're in the open.
Target spotted!
Going over here. I got movement! Contact! I got movement!
So after picking up a convenient UAV from those bodies, we spot a team at the other buy station, and to get more in depth to see how my team communicates, we know that the circle is coming into them, so they're going to be squeezed out into the open, into the left of the white circle. So knowing this, we try to judge where they're going to go from there, step into their shoes per se. If it were me, I would go west to that buy station where that big hut was, and go into the village, or go north up the hill to that northern buy station where the tents and stuff to get high ground. So knowing this, we realize we have a plan of action to cut off their advance, and we start moving here as outlined by the final red line. Let's see what happens.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Watch out.
Can anyone use this? Wait, yes. Can anyone use this?
Compromise, they see you.
Important to note that as I start putting these plates in here, I'm taking stock of our situation, realizing that the circle is about to close on us and we're going to be forced out of this position. And I just had a good down and have a good opportunity to take initiative on these guys. So after plating up, I make my decision to become the aggressor. I think this is a perfect example of how the initiative is the backbone of any fight. Is after 2 quick downs, I move through and surprise this third guy and finish him off immediately, as my friend in the purple tick is moving up on the right and finishing off my downs. And almost like clockwork, the fourth and final guy begins engaging my teammate, and I'm able to take him out with ease because he's left multiple steps behind in the fight and would have had no chance. So after finishing that fight, me and my team start taking the right side path up the mountain, begin clearing every single building, because I'm sure you guys know there's always a rat hiding in a corner just when you least expect it. So I always try to clear every little hidey hole solos, try to inhabit before we push out to get more kills. Always clear the back.
Heading this way.
So on the high ground of towards the end of the circles, me and my team are just able to enjoy just taking free pokes without having much worry of getting return fire, and able to get a few net kills as the circle shrinks and keep moving it. Lesson number 1, don't miss your shots. That's a big oof. So we kind of get forced into an unfavorable position by the final circle and decide to go to this gray fenced area. I think it's our best course of action with the most cover. And moving in, you guys will witness the kerfuffle that ensues. So I'm sandwiched in between the guy who's above me on the roof and the whole team who's on my right between the impenetrable fences. So I'm kind of in a turd sandwich right now. Really difficult situation. Let's see what happens. So after getting one down, I make the decision to go up and over the fence to finish this team because it's my only shot. And down him, and he has self, so this team's done, and I'm just thinking about the next. And I effectively have to sacrifice my teammate because I know the guy's still on the roof, and if I decide to pick him up, the revive noise make the guy look down and shoot me almost immediately, getting the free kill. So I'm left all alone. So I'm in a pretty off position, so definitely just have to play the waiting game and hope the guy above me messes up because he has the definite advantage over me. So I just decided to turtle up because it's my best course of action because moving will just not work because the other team to my north. You know, I tried to get fancy with it while popping deads. Hopefully I can get an execution on this guy, but didn't. And sadly, it turns out it's a 4-man, so, you know, very low likely that I'm going to be able to win this. So I try to come up with an action, do the best I could. And check this out on the slow-mo. Do you guys think I hit him in the head? Do you think if it wasn't a tree or anything, I would have gotten that down? Still bugged me thinking about if I would have gotten 2 downs that I could have been able to do, but such is Warzone. But anyway, guys, I really enjoyed making this video, and if you liked it, please let me know. And if you think I headshotted that guy through the wall, please let me know. Yeah, take care, guys.